Welcome to another episode of Dr. Dallas Unleashed. I am Dr. Dallas, and of course, with me as usual, we have Amber.
Hey guys.
And Angelica.
What's up?
So good to have you guys.
Yes.
We have some good topics and a fun game, Angelica.
We do.
Yes.
What's the name of the game that we're playing today?
It's like a Wine Wednesdays drink for friends type game. I don't know exactly the name of it, but
We don't
it's
have
3 different
wine
categories.
today.
I have water.
I have water too
Yeah,
today.
I'd
It
like
was
to
a
get
rough
water
Sunday.
too. Allie, can I get a glass of water, please? She's our technician. If you ever watch Snapchat, you'll see her. But also, Amber, you were teaching us something new because we had talked about sexting, sending
Yes.
text, sexual
Yes.
text, whatever to our friends. But you found something even more interesting to send.
Yeah, I'm so embarrassed. I
It's
can't
a
even believe
sex GIF, right?
Yeah.
It's
GIF
a porn
or GIF?
GIF.
I say GIF.
Porn GIF.
it. Okay, it's not Jiff, like Jiffy. What's
It's peanut
Jiffy?
butter. Jif
Jiffy?
peanut butter?
GIF.
I know, but what she's
Oh,
calling.
Jiffy, the peanut butter.
Yeah, I thought it was Jif.
It's not Jiffy. It's GIF. Okay, so like.
Jif, there is no Jiffy.
But it's a file that shows a quick boomerang or something.
Correct. Okay, so like Dr. Dallas and I text message back and forth like about work or whatever, right? And we send gifts. It will be like Happy Friday, and it's like the girl from The Simpsons like dancing,
Right.
Yeah.
or like stupid funny stuff,
Yeah,
right?
something that you could send your pastor.
Totally,
or-
and it's like hilarious,
Your
or
priest.
like your kid,
Your
right?
kids, right.
Yeah. So like my daughter sends me gifts, that,
Right.
like funny, appropriate gifts. Okay.
Right.
Well, I didn't find this website. My husband found this website. I don't know how. Whatever, Mr. Foglia.
Oh my gosh.
Does
but
he get
found
home
it.
before you?
No.
No. It's
He
probably
used
at
to.
work.
Well,
No, he's not doing that
no,
at
well,
work.
okay.
but I'm
At
just
his
finding,
old job, yes, because he had a lot of downtime.
Yeah.
At his new job, he works for a very conservative Christian company, so it's a lot
Right.
different. Which I'm
Yeah.
conservative Christian, right?
Yeah.
But whatever. So it's a website and it's called Porn GIF. So PORNGIF, and it's actual.
yeah, that's like a shout out to
Like,
that.
woo!
Oh my God.
Sponsor
company.
us.
Sponsor
And
us.
it's like a 5-second clip of porn
Right.
that you can send each other.
So it could be girl on guy,
And there's
girl.
categories like blowjob, bunch of other
Yeah.
stuff. that
Just
you can
inappropriate things.
start.
Just sex stuff.
So like on Friday, I went out to lunch with a few of the girls here for Nina's birthday, and during lunch we started talking about like, I can't believe I'm saying all this about like sex toys and stuff. And I was like, hey, do you guys know about porn gift? And so I taught them, and they were like texting their husbands porn gifts now. Now everyone's on board.
So you found out through
I found out through my
and then
husband.
you were kind of passing the word, and then you showed me.
Right, and she showed us.
That it's
Yeah.
like the real.
It's the real deal.
See, I was thinking cartoons. It'd be like cartoon
No.
animation of
no,
people.
this is like legit.
It's
This
real
is
people.
people.
These
Yeah.
are real
It's a porn.
people. You don't see faces. It's just
no,
like,
there's faces.
You see 'em.
Really?
Yeah, trust
Yep.
me, there's faces.
Okay.
Well, I'm
So-
banned from it now that my husband has this,
As a very conservative job.
job. And,
Yeah.
and again, he's conservative Christian and all that as well. But at the workplace, so I do work during the day, people. I swear to God, I work a lot. Okay. But I sent him a picture. It was probably like 4:30. I thought he was already left because he normally leaves work early. Well, he was talking to I think like the vice president of the company. I
Yeah.
don't know, somebody big.
Right.
And there goes my porn gift. So I'm not allowed to send him anymore.
because these things, I mean, you're looking at it, you're seeing it, and it could show up anywhere.
Yeah,
right.
Because he was showing it to his boss
He
or
was showing
something.
his phone, like showing something work related to his boss on his
Yeah.
phone, and then all of a sudden,
There's-
blowjob pic
yeah.
Oh my
pops up
gosh.
on your phone.
cock and balls
Yeah.
and
Oh.
booty and
Like I always get mortified when I'm texting him, like, "Oh my God, please don't send it to Najera," or like somebody from work. Could you imagine? Or like right now, the guy who did our building is calling me. Can
Right.
you imagine if I accidentally sent it to
Right.
him?
because it's
How embarrassing!
yeah.
Yeah, right. I think they would get the wrong message.
So like I'm not allowed
Yeah.
to be on that website anymore.
And send that stuff because you have to somehow go from that website, save it on your phone, and then send
Well,
it.
you can copy and paste it, but then it's not moving. It's not moving.
You got to see the full action.
Okay.
So you have to save it, but you have to make sure you delete it certain ways, and I'll show you that off
Yeah.
our podcast.
Because, Angelica, you were saying that, and I think this could happen anywhere. Someone's
Yes.
doing a presentation
Yep.
on their computer.
Yeah.
This is not even a GIF. It's probably full on,
No, it's like
video.
Yes.
You said someone in your class, in one
Yep.
of your science classes,
Yep.
he was doing a
Oh, yeah.
presentation on what?
So we had to present, I think it was one of my science labs, and you had to actually like present your last final project.
Right.
It was like, I don't remember what we did exactly, but you had to present like your work,
Yeah.
and you can either write a paper or you could do a PowerPoint. And he chose to do a PowerPoint. So he opened up his computer, was hooked up, and literally Pornhub was pulled up. And it was like girl on girl. And the video was still going. And everybody was just mortified.
Sound on and all.
Sound on and all. Like, no joke. And this guy was like one of those guys who's like super quiet, sits in the back, doesn't make a sound. So you would never expect it. And
just because someone's
just
quiet, I mean, there's stuff that goes going on in their brains.
Exactly.
And
everyone's doing it.
Maybe they don't have, the lifestyle of somebody else. So that's what they have. And then unfortunately he kind of gets exposed by.
It was sad.
Poor guy.
So what happens? Does he just continue or walk off the stage?
He walked out. He walked out.
Oh, he walked out of the room.
He like shut his computer, walked out, and then I think he eventually I'm pretty sure he wrote a paper because you're already mortified at that point.
Wait, does he go back to class?
It was like one of the last days of class anyways. So it was like our final.
Did you get in trouble for that?
I don't know.
Is this college?
Did you know him? Did you know him enough to be like, hey, dude, what happened?
No, I didn't. I should have.
Great video.
Do you think he's doing it on purpose?
That's what I thought, but not this kid. I'm telling you, like, he was like one of those people that sits in the back, hood up, like has his headphones in, like somebody who doesn't make himself known in class. So I don't think so, unless he really wanted to end his year with a bang,
Yeah. In all fairness, before this podcast, you guys never knew anything about me. You guys all thought I was like a square, like.
And then now we're seeing these porn gifs of just.
And now we got full on sex scenes going on.
So
So now we're talking about not only that, but how do you protect your phone from it? Being on your phone. You said erasing it, iCloud erasure, and your kids. If you have kids, that would be really embarrassing to show.
Totally.
Angelica, you don't have kids, so you don't have to worry about that. So we got to wash your phone. I'm sure that's the dirtiest phone.
I'm sure hers is the worst.
All our Tinder photos and
all my dating profile
not
photos.
Yours, just what you're getting
the
incoming.
Yes. Yeah.
A lot of penis or dick pics.
Okay, we went there.
Yeah.
People really send that kind of stuff?
Yeah, they do.
Why are you so surprised?
Well, I'm like married for 12 years.
She's not on dating websites, but like people do ask for that stuff and they're like, and I'm like, trust me, I don't want to see it. Like, you don't need to send me a photo. I don't need that. Like,
they're requesting it, or like, hey, do you want to see it?
Sometimes it's a mix.
And then they're asking
sometimes
you for,
they'll just send it. Like
hey, I'll send mine, then you send yours, type of deal.
If they think I'm sending it back to some stranger, they got to be out of their damn minds.
Right.
I can't believe random. Like, I would never send that to someone I was just dating or didn't know.
Right.
Like,
creeps.
Yeah.
But I would think that it would probably be more to me in the dating world where that stuff is back and forth more so than married couples.
I think it's people who have been married for a long time or way
I don't know.
Advanced.
I'm telling you, because I mean, I know me, well, not just me personally, but even like my friends, they get them often. Like random dudes or guys that they're talking to, multiple guys at a time. Sometimes they'll send that, like, I don't find it attractive. Usually I'm like,
I would be gross.
Cool. Like, thanks for sending me your dick. Like, I don't want to see that.
But do your girlfriends or you have a big like database of like, these are just funny random
with
penises?
The guy though, how do you know it's really him?
You don't.
You can be going on porn GIF and screenshotting it.
Google and all that stuff. Like literally, I know a lot of people who do that. They'll be like, send something, and you literally go on Google and type in hot boobs, and there's a photo of boobs, and you just send it out. Like, that's me.
Yeah.
And they have no idea.
And then what if it's a penis and they want to show themselves being a lot larger?
Like, I don't know.
So then it's just this big anaconda.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Or a filter. That's what they need, a filter for
You know what we used to do? When we used to send photos back, you used to just go like this with your arm and take a photo so it looked like an ass cheek or something. It really did. Yeah. Yeah.
Of what? Your elbow flexed right there in the crease?
Maybe not flex, but like people would do this all the time, or rub their like leg, and it would look like two butt cheeks.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one where
I've never seen that.
Bend the leg, and the crease in your leg looks like a butt cheek. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yep. Anyways, what used to do.
That's porn gift. That's my daily.
More to continue maybe on another day on our drinking day.
Yes.
So the game, I know you got questions and we have to answer these.
These are
PG questions, but I think still a way for the audience to learn about Amber, myself, and Angelica. We can't forget about you. We'll have to turn the questions on yourself too. All right. So we're ready.
Okay,
go for it, Angelica.
All right, you guys. Let's see. Which one should we start with? Okay. If you could be a backup singer for any band, who would it be?
Ooh, NSYNC.
That's what I was going to say.
Yes.
Backup singer.
Or Backstreet Boys or something like that. Or even Britney Spears.
You know what? Britney Spears was my first. And then I was like, no. NSYNC.
You'd want somebody who a group.
Yeah,
I would say like NSYNC, because then you can kind of, because I'm not a good singer. I'm actually
backup dancer.
You want to be a backup where you can be drowned out by all the good singers.
Mine would be NSYNC.
Yeah. I'd probably say Backstreet Boys.
Yeah. Some old.
Because you don't want to be with like Bublé, these like very great baritones. Christina Aguilera, Celine Dion.
Right,
you would sound terrible against just one person.
I'm sorry. I just totally thought my ADD kicked in.
What?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm so freaking out of it since surgery, people. Excuse me. But Celine Dion is like my ultimate favorite.
She was in town.
Okay, well, we're going to Vegas in a few months for a conference, and I swear if she's in Vegas when we're going, I'm sorry, one night I'm going to go see her.
We'll have to look at
oh my gosh,
some shows.
Sorry, people. My ADD kicked in.
Britney Spears isn't doing her stay at Caesars anymore. I think she was.
I didn't know
she
that.
was.
Okay.
Now we'll have to look.
I saw her. When did I see her? I went to the not the Grammys. I went to the Billboard Music Awards and she performed there.
I heard she's awesome.
Oh my God, it was
Celine?
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she's got a real deal.
Celine Dion or Britney Spears?
No, Celine Dion.
Yeah, I want to go see her so bad.
Britney would be awesome to see too.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
She's still
she'd probably a better concert, if you want to see dancing and moving. Celine is just like for the voice, I think.
Can you imagine us at the conference? It's all girls and then Dr. Dallas.
Oh, for sure.
And we're singing My Heart Will Go On.
That's what she performed. It was so
I would wear her shirt, like a big old shirt.
You have you have a Selena shirt, right?
Selena shirt. A very nice patient who gave me a Selena, I forget her last name, the new one, but the one who was shot, lived in Texas, I think South Texas somewhere, but there's a museum and we got a Selena shirt. That was very cool.
Nice.
All right, next question, Angelica.
Okay. Sorry, people. My ADD.
So this is would you rather have a wine cellar, a home theater, or a swimming pool?
Oh, that's easy.
I would say pool.
I have all but a wine cellar.
So you need a wine cellar then.
I need a wine cellar.
You got the pool.
I have the pool.
You have a home theater?
Oh, no, I don't have a home theater.
I would do home theater.
I would do wine cellar.
I would do a pool. I had a pool growing up, so I'm all about it. I don't have a house yet, so.
I think if the kids were older, I would do the pool. But when you have a pool, it's hard to sell a house. You know
what? No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. A lot of times it's much harder.
Well, I will never buy another house without a pool. The pool is game changer.
Right. It's like a people thing.
It's just expensive to keep up.
That's true. And that's why, some people, when they look at a house, that could be an easy no for them because they don't want to buy the house with the additional, upkeep of a pool.
Well, you don't have to then. You can always just leave it and
leave the pool.
You can't.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way.
But anyways, I would do the home theater because I love watching movies and the kids do. And I would do that because we have TVs, right? Like a normal one.
Yeah.
But you want like the THX stereos.
Yeah.
Maybe a really good, what is it called when it projects, the TV, not just a screen TV, but you have the projector.
Yeah.
The real fancy ones like in the movies. Mm-hmm. That's what I'd want.
Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be really cool.
I want a wine cellar. My mother-in-law has a wine cellar. It's freaking awesome. I drink
What if we're watching Avatar and accidentally Pornhub comes up? Oh, dear. Sorry, guys. We were going to watch something really nice and funny.
Oh, my God. What would you pick, Ange?
Well, we had a pool, and my parents have like 2 wine fridges at our house already. So, I mean, we wanted to do our basement, redo one of them, and put it a home theater.
Yeah.
But I guess we never ended up doing that. I mean, when I get a house, I'm doing a pool. I'm doing a home theater. I'm having a whole bar downstairs. I'm doing a whole brewery.
Well, that's the dream to have all three.
Yeah.
And you can get there,
Maybe. Hopefully one day.
But you can.
But the question is, if you didn't have one, which one would you start with? And
if
it's
I didn't
like a
have
pool.
One, probably, the pool.
And then pool, and then home theater.
Yeah.
And then I would do like maybe the pool afterwards, and then the wine stuff.
Yeah, you don't really drink.
Yeah.
I don't like wine, but if it could be like a tequila bar.
Oh, you know what would be cool?
Wine club bar.
Just like your bar to have like a tap. Like a fully functioning tap.
Do that beer tap, man. We use that all the time.
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
Oh my God, I didn't even tell you guys. Did I tell you?
No.
Here goes my ADD again. Dude,
Oh, dear.
You guys, I'm still like high from my surgery 4 weeks ago.
Adderall.
Right.
It's called Adderall.
ADHD or something in there.
Just don't sniff it because it'll be...
During my surgery, Sean, which is great for us, right? Because of all the parties we throw. Sean bought an ice maker, like a legit ice maker. I YouTubed it, and the ice maker is meant for hotels and small restaurants. And makes makes 200 pounds of ice a day. It's legit like a full-on ice maker.
Wow.
Outside by our garage. You know how we had that huge fridge with all the beer and stuff?
Yeah.
So right next to that, we have an ice maker.
That's
plus
like
the
cool.
freaking beer tap. We are party.
Yeah. So you don't.
we're
So you're
set
the
up.
house that
Ready.
you don't need to bring like go to CVS or somewhere where you have to buy
no.
ice.
No,
and then
we all be
anymore.
carrying bags of ice.
That's
and
legit.
party.
It's legit.
That's legit. It kind of makes me sad we weren't able to be there for Christmas because you had a real. No, I'm just joking.
Aw, look at you making her guilty.
But that's more
next
Christmas.
year.
That's not Christmas.
That's summer.
The summer party.
Summer. Sorry.
Don't worry,
Summer
we'll
party
do it.
is great.
Next question.
Okay. Next question. Let's see. What would you have for your last meal?
I think of that as being like you're in jail about to like get electrocuted.
Right.
Because you don't know when your last meal would be, but if
Right.
you were gonna, death row type of thing, I don't know.
God, that's a tough one. What
Would you eat a shitload too?
Yeah.
Would
for
you,
sure.
Would you just eat until you felt like sick
like over
type of deal?
I don't know
Or
about
just find
overeat.
something that was just so delicious?
I honestly don't know. I know I don't eat meat anymore, but like my favorite food growing up was a hot dog. Like literally a Chicago hot dog. I like would put peppers and ketchup, and even though you're not supposed to put ketchup, but mustard, like all this celery salt, like everything. And I would love
What I miss? I miss
it.
because I'm the same vegetarian.
Yeah.
I don't eat meat, but I miss Texas barbecue. So I think I would go to, just have a huge Texas barbecue type meal where you have like the sausage and the brisket with the
Yes.
sauce.
Yes.
And I would totally do that. So I think I would do like Texas barbecue, meat, all you can eat type of deal.
That
you
sounds
know?
so good. That too.
Doesn't
yeah.
it? Oh.
Add the hot dogs in there.
Is there some
my God.
barbecue replacement like for
No,
vegetarians?
there's not.
I
You
have
get-
these meatless chicken or chickenless patties that are barbecue flavored.
And
I
there's
ate one today for
hamburger.
lunch.
There's hamburger
Always
patties.
looks good. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's pretty much what it is.
they're actually,
They're good.
but I don't know if you could simulate barbecue.
No, you
Well,
can't.
you could drown something in enough barbecue sauce. It'd probably be like, oh, it's
There
kinda
is
close.
jackfruit as a replacement.
What is
Pulled
it?
Jackfruit for pulled pork. You just replace
Jackfruit.
it. Yeah. They have it.
You're jacking me off, right?
Oh my God.
Jerking me around.
Oh my God, please.
I meant to say,
Oh
are
my
you jerking
gosh.
me around right now?
Gosh.
Anyways,
And you, Amber?
I have no idea. I already eat everything. Probably some pasta dish.
What about something from like California that you can't get here? That you were like
Their
obsessed with?
avocados are way better than Texas avocados. I do
But you
miss
could
a
do
good
so
old
much
California.
with avocado.
I
Right.
don't know.
Just like what? An avocado
lame.
dip?
Sure.
Avocado
Guacamole.
sandwich?
Yeah, I don't really. I don't
It would
know.
be. It would end up being like a burger or something like
Yeah,
Like,
you're
it would
scared
be
as
like
a
pasta.
Whataburger.
No,
A Whataburger with
In and out.
um
It would be like a pasta dish.
with avocado on it, like
Yes.
a burger. Yeah, sounds
You
good.
liked fast food, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like a
he used
Whataburger
to.
burger. I mean, Chick-fil-A. Who
Yeah.
doesn't like Chick-fil-A? But yeah, not anymore.
Really,
But that's
I
it's
think
better
Chick-fil-A's
overall.
overrated in my opinion.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
Sorry.
eat there anymore, but if I did, I would have to kill you right now.
See, I don't
Don't
eat fast
say
food
anything
anyways.
against God's chicken.
It is God's
It's
chicken.
God's chicken.
I love
And you better not be sending
Chick-fil-A.
porn gifts
Right.
if you're an employee at Chick-fil-A.
No, definitely
because
not.
that is God's chicken, and that's what he does not want to see his employees doing or
No.
sending out texts. Next question.
Okay. If you were the mayor of your city, what would you change?
I would get rid of my HOA.
Mayor of a city. So I technically live in a little suburb outside of Dallas.
Are you in an HOA? Is your neighborhood considered HOA?
Yeah, there's an HOA.
So you pay monthly HOA?
There's I don't think it's monthly, it's yearly.
Okay.
And then there's just certain features, we're not a gated community like
No,
all
no.
the other, real fancy doctors out there. So we just live in a regular neighborhood,
Yeah.
but we do have an HOA. It's not very expensive.
Yeah. I was wondering
But
about
what would
that.
I change? Because it is kind of a true city. I don't know. It's, some counties are dry or
Yes.
cities are dry, but you can buy alcohol there in that little suburb, Carrollton. I don't know. I think everything is run pretty good.
I'm
mean-
a dry county.
You're
Or
in Dry
city,
County?
City.
Really?
Salina, there's no liquor stores.
Yeah. So maybe you could change that too.
Yeah, I would change that. For
Or is
sure.
it a good
I would
thing?
get rid of my HOA so I can leave my damn Christmas lights on all year.
That too. See, I would. try and convince them to stop raising my rent $100 every year, which sucks.
The rent is. Did you hear about that guy who was running for president 4 years ago, or maybe 8 years
Bernie
ago?
Bernie Sanders, free school for everybody.
No, he was.
You know what?
You know what his slogan was? The rent is too damn high. He was from California.
It is.
And he
Of course he's from California.
He ran on this thing where it's like the rent's too damn high. The only thing he wanted to do was make sure that they would stabilize the rent for like 10 years.
I'm in it.
And then it could go up. But, pretty soon you're going to get a house. I mean, you're single, but one of these days.
But then your taxes go up every year.
See, no matter what, I'm going to be paying an arm and a leg. I mean, technically, I feel like I'm already paying a house, or I could be paying like a house payment with how much I pay in rent already. I don't know. Free tuition.
Free tuition.
No,
I'm conservative, but I swear getting rid of the school debt.
If they could get rid of people with already student loans, if you're in student loan debt and you get rid of it, I'm in.
Oh, I got one.
Too.
I got one. For every city you're in, you have to pay taxes. You have to pay school taxes. And my kids, when we didn't have any kids, you're still paying taxes.
Right.
So I understand that if you live in the community, you should still pay. But I wish there was while your kids are going there, then you could pay the full taxes. But if they're not, maybe reduce it a little bit.
I agree with you on that.
What about, is it different from public and private? Private, you have to pay separate, right?
Private, you don't pay the taxes.
You're still paying. If you live in that area, your taxes will still encompass, for your home and then for the other local, whatever, fire department, but then school taxes.
Yeah.
Even if your kid is going to the private school. Are you yawning?
I'm so tired.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Yawning in our podcast is not allowed. You will get 4 lashings that will be recorded for a porn gift.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what's wrong with me. My ADD, and then I'm tired.
Yeah.
Right. You're just.
I'm a mess.
You know why? Because it's the Adderall is
it's
wearing
all that.
off.
I haven't took Adderall since my surgery.
Yeah.
Dang.
She's just recuperating still. All right. We got a couple more questions that we can go. So, Angelica, hit us.
If you had to perform at a karaoke bar, what song would you choose?
I Got You, Babe, Sonny and Cher.
Bon Jovi, Shot Through the Heart.
I think I would
that's
be
a
Don't
good
Stop
one.
Believing by Journey. Everybody knows
That's
these
a good
songs.
one.
That's a good one, too.
Yeah, everybody knows that one.
Yeah.
I think people know Bon Jovi songs.
think so, too.
Yes.
And then what was yours?
I Got You, Babe, by Sonny and Cher.
I
That's a
think
good
so.
one.
I think those are like great karaoke
Because you could
bar
have a boy and a
songs.
girl.
Oh, yeah. Sean and I would be rocking out.
Right.
You know, when we got married, we walked down the aisle to that song.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cute.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a pretty
Because the
cool
song is about, oh, I got you, even when you're poor.
Yeah.
We were poor back then.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
had a pot to pee in.
Literally, yeah, I think those songs would literally have the whole entire bar singing. Those are the best ones.
We should do karaoke for a team bonding.
Oh, for sure.
That would be so much fun.
We should go.
So-
there's a bunch of karaoke bars too. That would be
Let's
so fun.
do it.
You
I
in?
feel like
Dr. D?
But yeah,
he
I
would
totally am.
totally
But
do
where I'm thinking somewhere in deep Dallas, deep Ellen,
We
those
could
kind
totally
of
go to
fancy
Deep Ellen.
places.
Yeah.
But we would have to go where she goes. But then
Right.
I'm afraid if we go, she might be embarrassed because she's bringing her old.
yes.
I
old
would never be
folks.
embarrassed. You guys
You're like,
would
oh
love
my
to party with
God.
me.
These
I
These
would
are my
have so much fun.
bosses.
These are my bosses. Round of shots for everyone. That's
Everybody's
what
oh my God, these old farts.
I
Could
feel
you
like
help
we
me?
get crazy though.
we do.
You know,
Do you
you
remember
put enough-
Concrete Cowboy? Everybody was
I don't
singing.
remember counting.
Exactly. We don't
Oh,
remember.
that's right. I do remember that. That's a bar,
Everybody
but
was
that's
singing.
around here.
Right.
And we went after,
Yeah,
We
but
went
you
after
didn't go
the
this time.
GCC calendar party.
yes, the Cowboys cheerleader
Yes.
calendar party. And we went and you guys lit it. I mean,
Totally
you guys
lit.
were.
Remember
Right.
Allie?
Allie? I
Allie
have
was
a lot
like
of.
the dancing.
She's
Oh my
our.
God.
queen.
Yes.
Oh my
she
gosh.
was.
She was wasted.
I think I still have all those videos of you guys
do.
I
dancing.
think you do too.
Please delete them.
I don't think, were you there for that one?
I was not the
No.
first one.
I'm sure if we went out, we'd get some good ones of you
Yeah.
Oh,
dancing.
for sure. If you guys
Yeah.
came out with me on a typical Saturday night, you guys would
I'm
see a whole
scared.
different
I'm
side.
scared too.
I feel like I would have to. I don't know. Is there some sort of pill to sort of make sure the alcohol doesn't get too crazy?
if
in
you do take Adderall,
Gosh.
you don't get drunk as fast.
I mean, you could.
Like
I
a
don't
big
know. I don't know.
Whataburger
I don't
with
know
cheese
what
or In-N-Out
drugs
burger?
people do, but I don't know how some of these people last. We're always at a table. They order so many different bottles.
Yeah.
And they're all gone by the end of the night. And I'm like, I only had two. I mean, I had 2-3 drinks. I'm good. But these people take it and drink it like it's water.
And they're wasted.
Angelica,
No, they're good.
nice, good yawn.
I know, right?
Angelica and I have to be careful because our livers aren't up to par.
I think that mine's from college.
See, I
Yours
drank
from
Did the
college?
damage.
I
I
still
think
drink.
so. I really think
Yeah.
so.
No,
I'm
because
good.
the way you're, both, well, me personally, I have what's called Gilbert's syndrome, whatever it's called. But basically, it's basically where you have a slight elevation of your liver enzymes. Just the bilirubin. Bilirubin.
About that.
And but it's totally normal. Anybody can have it. Angelica has the same thing.
Right.
And but the thing is, your enzymes, which there's a couple different enzymes, show that it's most likely this. If you had damage from drinking, all your enzymes would be elevated. There's like 3 or 4, but it's just that isolated one. So it doesn't, we all drank. I drank in college, and it's not like, somehow, we have liver problems. Our livers can stand a lot. So this really is probably what that Gilbert's thing.
What blood test do you do for your liver?
Just a liver panel.
So when I had surgery, like my pre-op, was that on there?
No, we check when we check people's labs. We
I'm
check
curious to see if my liver's good or not.
But we also check your coagulation studies. So that's, if people know out there, it's the PT, INR, whatever. That's sort of like also an indication how well your liver functions, because all those factors that help you clot, where they made the liver. So let's say they came back elevated. The first thing I would do is send you your primary doctor, but also worry about your liver.
Mine were good though, thank God.
They're perfect. So
not me over here. I thought it was alcohol damage.
I know. I drank a lot.
Yeah, you're looking a little yellow. Jaundice
over here.
Okay, so for our final 2 questions, Angelica, hit us with those final 2.
Before I fall asleep.
Yes, we have someone.
All right.
How embarrassing that we have Amber yawning.
I know, she's like legit taking a snooze over here.
We're talking about porn gifts, and she's like,
I know.
Ass pound. Not interesting enough. That's too vanilla for me.
She's probably sending GIFs over to her man right now.
I haven't texted on all day, I promise you.
All right. Would you rather spend a week in jail or serve 2 years of community service? Week in jail.
Community service, because I feel like it would be good. I'd be helping.
What's the community service?
And be
I don't know, picking up trash on the highway.
I would probably do the week in jail.
Really?
Yeah, because I worry about the community service. If I'm picking up trash for like on Saturday, Sunday, I'm going to miss like the kids' soccer games and that stuff. So if I could just pretend, and that might be good a little, I wouldn't say
maybe
vacation.
You'll toughen up a little bit.
But toughen up, lift some weights out in the yard. Yeah, get some ripped. I want to get swollen. I want to look, like... You
got to eat some meat first.
That's true.
Man, who knows what they'd be serving us, and we would just make it work. I mean, my friend in jail has lost like 100 pounds.
Yeah. As long as you can eat just to sustain like your weight, but then work out, you could really, shred out.
Oh.
That's what I would.
Yeah.
I'd love I know Angelica's the one who out of all of us works out, and she's the one who, looks the best out of all of us. But yeah, if that was, if I had time, I would definitely want to do that all the time. I want you to have kids I want to see you like in 15 years.
Yeah,
I know.
It's gonna be different. We're gonna be
total different.
I'll be pulling up in a pink like Lamborghini, like hey.
Yeah, with a pink moo dress, kind of covering that little happy love belly that you got.
I'm gonna be here. Hey, can you do my tummy tuck?
Remember when I had those abs and all?
Oh right.
Right. I'm gonna look 18 years older than I am because I don't take off my makeup at night.
Totally.
No, but do you when you go outside? Do you wear sunscreen?
Yeah, I started using our sunscreen here.
She just started.
See, that's the problem.
She's
I
gonna
just started. But it's good. You want to start. You don't smoke.
Nope.
And then, do you tan?
Yes.
I have not tanned it since I started here when you guys all roasted me and made me cancel my account except a couple weeks ago I went. But I had to.
Okay.
I was becoming a ghost, you know? I used to tan a lot in college. Yeah. We were sponsored by it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so.
That'll do it.
Yep.
All right, so our last question for the day. Make it a good one.
What's the wildest party you've ever been to?
Wildest party?
Yeah.
All right, so time frame? Anytime. Just anytime. It'd probably be like in college somewhere.
Yeah, why don't you? Okay, yeah.
Well, you go first. What's the wildest party?
I don't know. I was going to answer your question for you.
No, yeah, for me, it's definitely college.
But you have to say a party. Why don't you say the party that you told Brendan and I earlier? That's kind of a cool one.
What party?
Your fun fact. The club.
Oh, that was not like a party. That it was, but it wasn't like crazy out there. I just met some cool people. No, so in college, I was in Austin. So Austin's, obviously a big place to party. But we had, I was in a fraternity, and we had these big fraternity parties where people would come and we build things for these big parties. So we had this big build out for this particular party. It was called it was kind of a Vietnam theme.
Yeah.
And we built like a huge boat, and then all this jungle with this paper mache stuff.
Fun.
We all dressed as like Vietnam paint and that sort of stuff. We had all that what do you call it, the trash can juice punch.
Oh yeah.
Please do not drink the trash can punch, because
you never know.
We used to put so much liquor in there, and all these poor girls,
were hammered.
Well, because it tastes so good, and they get hammered really quick, and you just have to be careful because it's really strong. But yeah, those were crazy parties because you had so many people there in one spot, and then it's kind of hot outside for that time of year, and then people are just so sloppy.
Oh, and you're in Texas. So
I don't know. Did you ever go to those?
Fraternity? All the time.
Yeah. So it's the typical where it's like 500 people in a backyard, all drinking and wasted all over the place. And then dare not go into any of the rooms in the fraternity house, because that's where you'll see some stuff you can't unsee. And so those are probably some crazy. Of the crazier parties there.
Especially
what about you?
The trash can punch. It's all the cheapest liquor you could find too, like the $10 vodka, the $7 Burnett's that you would purchase, that awful, and it would be like 6 bottles, and then like bottles of Kool-Aid and like nasty juice. We call it jungle juice.
Jungle juice. Yeah.
Trash can punch.
We
Same
call
thing.
It jungle juice. Yeah.
It was and you would just have a glass of that, and you'd be down for the count. Maybe 1 or 2, and you'd be done.
I've never had it before.
It tastes good, but it is lethal. Not lethal, but it's strong.
Lethal.
Yeah.
It was pretty deadly.
I don't know.
So
I've been at crazy parties, but nothing like epic.
Mine was similar, like Project X parties. Some of the ones I've been to, they've been
Project X. That movie.
What's that movie?
I love that movie.
I'm not kidding you. Some of them have been like that, but one that I can think of at the top of my head is every year for the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah.
The fraternities all get together. There's like a street, and everybody. It's like literally thousands of people probably, and it's just all college kids, bunch of my friends.
Right.
And you just get wasted, and it's like crazy. Even usually it's raining, but like it's like outside, it's entire blocks of like people, and just everybody has alcohol everywhere you go. And I'm trying to think like the craziest one. I've been to some crazy ones where people have, I don't know. You can just, when you think of Project X, like I've been to similar situations like that.
Well, like Santa Barbara was like that. Isla Vista was like party town, like blocks of
for sure.
people partying. But
no, I know. Okay, all right. One time,
she knows.
One time, my hair got shaved off and I had no eyebrows.
I didn't have that, but I used to go to Oklahoma State my first year of college, right? And so I went back to visit with a couple of my cheer friends. Like we went on our not spring break, our fall break, and we all went, and I had seen like a bunch of my friends, and I got pretty hammered, got on a table, and there was a cheer that was like, it's great to be a Louisville Cardinal, okay? But I was like, it's great to be Angelica Soronas, and I had the whole entire party screaming it. It was the best day of my life, and people still talk about it to this day.
Really? This was a bar or at a house?
No, it was a house party.
It was a house party.
And it was like packed. This place was packed. And I knew like most of these people.
Right.
And everyone was screaming. I was on the top of the car. Like, it was awesome.
That's cool.
Oh my God.
That's a great movie, Project X.
Oh, for sure.
I've never even seen it.
Oh my gosh.
It's good. I like the soundtrack to that movie too.
It's awesome.
It's a lot of fun.
Okay,
yes.
I'll watch it.
You have to see it. It's literally like wild. It's almost as bad as like I guess it's not as bad as The Hangover, but college edition, like kids in school.
Okay, I'll watch it.
Yeah, where there's like different sections. I mean, because the party is one big party, but then you have just different sections of people doing all sorts of crazy crap, throughout the party. Right. But the fun thing about some of these that we went to, we always dressed up for some of the theme parties. So we had that Vietnam one. We had like one that was
CEOs and office hoes.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yes.
We didn't have that one. We had a Poco. It's called Poco Loco. Just a summertime party where we made this huge pool. We didn't have a pool in our backyard, but we created this pool, like a big, I don't know what it was, just a big circle above ground thing. But you don't realize that when you start putting all that water in, how much pressure it is. So we used to have people drive their trucks to put the trucks, like 5-10 trucks, to support all this water. Jeez. And they put a tarp in there. But then, it's just this massive pool that we made.
Ew.
It was funny because at the end of the party, they would then back out the trucks to see if it could withstand it. And it would just all go out everywhere.
Wait, I have a question. Who would clean your house, like the frat house?
With pledges. The pledges.
The people who are pledging, who are wanting to be, so they would clean everything, and then, because
I remember
when you're upperclassmen, you're just like, you clean it and you clean it. Don't look at me.
And they would do it.
Yeah,
they had to.
Literally, sometimes it'd be the grossest thing ever because people would come in with dirty, wet shoes. It'd be muddy. There'd be alcohol everywhere. People would throw up in the toilets and like all over the floors, and it was just. I feel like fraternity houses are literally like toxic. They're like, they should have like caution signs everywhere because it's so disgusting.
You should burn. Those places needed to be burned.
Yeah, they should be burned.
Like after every year. It was disgusting. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
So
I remember going to parties at frat houses, but not that much. I was young.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
this was recent for me.
Yeah. I don't know.
I graduated like 3 years ago. So
yeah. I graduated 25, 30 years. No, it wasn't
that long ago.
But it was still the same.
Like 10,
it's just
15.
like the, 90s edition.
Right.
Yeah.
Of, yours is
for sure.
like more recent Project X.
Yes.
It's probably the only thing that separates it is maybe the type of beer and the music.
you guys drink Busch Light, Natty Lights, Nasty.
Natty Lights, yeah.
Like we had like this cheap
like you were
Kentucky
really
beer.
fancy if you had like a Shiner Bock. A Shiner Bock or like Rolling Rock. Did you ever?
Yeah, Rolling Rock. Yeah.
But yes, the Beast, Milwaukee's best.
Oh
California
yeah,
was PRP.
Yeah.
Or,
PBR?
PRP.
Pat's Blue Ribbon.
Freaking amen. I'm so tired.
PRP thinning. Wow.
Sorry, what were you saying? What were the cool beers?
Not cool, but the cheap shitty beers that everybody would drink was like the Busch Light, the Natty Light, the Bud Light. I guess Bud Light was like
Keystone Light was a big one in Texas.
Coors. Yeah.
We used to think Coors.
PBR was big in California.
Yeah.
But Coors Light is something that people would actually get on their own anyway.
Well, yeah.
Coors, Coors, just Coors. That's the banquet beer.
Yes.
I
The
didn't
beer
know that.
banquets. You've never seen like underneath
my
it?
God.
It's kind of fancy.
I mean, I guess.
I have another story. I met the daughter of Coors.
did?
Oh, that's
like
awesome.
the great granddaughter. She went to our school in college and met her.
Did you
and-
date her?
No, I didn't. One of my friends, I think,
One of your fraternity
tried
brothers?
to. Yeah. That was interesting. There's a lot of stories like that.
The college days,
Was
man.
she cute
Yeah.
or no?
She all right. She all right.
Decent?
She all right.
She's a 5.
Out of a 10, you know?
I don't want to rate. She was cute. She was
okay.
cute. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So anyways,
it.
I think that's it for our questions. We got a lot more we can get to, and we have some other fun stuff
got
that
some good games coming up.
help people kind of know who we are a little bit more, and
Yes.
what's going through these crazy heads of ours. So, anyways, thank you for joining us for this for this edition of Dr. Dallas Unleashed. Thank you, Amber, for joining us. Thank you, Angelica, and we'll see you
for having
guys next time.
See you later.
Wrap it up. See ya. Bye.
Bye.